very good afternoon and welcome to News Plus Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Ramesh Bandara. We start off with a look at your headlines. SLTB workers continue trade union action. All Island Food Vendors Association charges that food unfit for consumption is sold at state institutions. And in news overseas, OPEC leader Saudi Arabia to boost oil supplies. On to those stories in detail now. People in rural areas have been highly inconvenienced due to the trade union action launched by SLTB workers in 60 bus depots around the country. Secretary of the All Island Transport Services Employees Union, Sepala Lienage, stated that the Minister of Transport should provide them with a written assurance that their demands will be granted. He further added that the trade union action is at present being conducted in around 7 to 8 bus depots. When we inquired about the matter from the chairman of the SLTB, Shashi Velgama, he stated that they expect to hold discussions with the relevant parties tomorrow in order to resolve the issue. According to the All Island Food Vendors Association, food sold at a majority of state institutions and schools are not up to standard. The union's national organizer Asir Sampath pointed out that this situation has come about mainly due to the prices of food items not increasing in line with the cost of goods.
No one knows whether the food and beverages sold at school canteens are safe. School canteens sell food items which contain a lot of oil and are not nutritious. They sell food unfit for consumption in about 60% of state institutions. Cabbage leaves and onion leaves which are thrown away from the Narayanpeta market are supplied for consumption at a leading state government institution. I will not reveal the name of the institution as the owner will be in trouble. We need to revise the price of food to reflect the cost of goods. If not, we will have to continue consuming food that is unfit for consumption.
The Consumer Affairs Authority states that special raids will be conducted to apprehend traders who violate consumer laws. Chairman of the authority, Rumi Marshuk, stated that special teams have already been formed for this purpose.
The chairman of the Consumer Affairs Authority urged the public to report any violations of consumer laws to the number 0112 399 146.
We have advised the officials in this regard. We have taken this decision in order to protect the consumer. The number of officers used for this purpose has been increased. You could call us or write to us and lodge your complaints. Then we would take the appropriate steps.
A peace walk was held in Colombo today against international forces who are working against Sri Lanka. The walk was organized by the Movement to Protect the Nation. A large gathering including multi-religious leaders, trade union activists, volunteers, intellectuals, artists, as well as state and government sector employees participated in the walk, which began from the Independence Square. The walk proceeded along Bauta Lokomauta and made its way towards Kolupitia. Letters were handed over to the American, British, German, Norwegian and Swiss embassies by officials of the National Movement to Protect the Nation. Although children are an asset to their parents, some parents consider them a burden. This is a story about an abandoned infant from the Darga town in Alutkama.
The child, believed to be a year old and belonging to a beggar community, had been handed over to the police by the residents of the area. The infant was found in this area. The police stated that the child is presently receiving treatment at the Kaltara hospital. The infant is scheduled to be presented before court, where the next steps regarding its future will be decided.
Now, area residents of the Villora-Vattaduva area in Mortua state that a crocodile roaming in the area has posed a great threat to them. They charge that they have been highly inconvenienced as a result of this.
The residents of Villora-Vatta gathered in this manner in order to chase away the crocodile that had showed up in their area. They charged that the Bolgoda River in the Villora-Vatta area had become infested with crocodiles. Area residents noted that officials have not taken any action even though several complaints have been lodged.
We are inconvenienced by this. There are about 400 to 500 residents in the Villarovatta area. There are small children, therefore we are frightened.
These crocodiles pose a great threat. We informed the wildlife officers, but they have not arrived as yet. We travelled from our village to the Kaputudua, but we were unable to catch it. It would be a great help if this beast is captured as soon as possible.
Now, an accident took place opposite the Pilabatala Primary School. According to our correspondent, a jeep travelling from Colombo to Kandy has crashed onto a lamppost.
A motorbike which belongs to a police official who was on duty at the nearby pedestrian crossing was damaged as a result of the accident. According to the police, the negligence of the driver has led to the accident. The police further states that 4 individuals who were in the jeep have sustained minor injuries.
An individual has been shot dead in the Madruwe Reserve in the Dehiyathakandi area. According to police media spokesperson SPR Chitrohana, the shooting had been taken place in close proximity to the Gunnigala Wildlife Office. SPR Chitrohana told News First that according to wildlife officers, a shootout had taken place. A team headed by the SP of Ampara has commenced investigations into the incident. On to the world of sports now. The first warm-up match between the Sri Lanka Board 11 and England is currently underway at the R. Premadasa International Cricket Stadium in Colombo. Now, the match was delayed owing to a wet outfield. Sri Lanka Board 11 skipper Prasanna Jayawardene won the toss and elected to bat first. Dimuth Karunaratne was the first to go for a duck. He was caught by Matt Pryor off a James Anderson delivery. A short while ago, Sri Lanka Board 11 were 44 runs for the loss of 2 wickets in their first inning. And that's the wrap of Lunchtime News for today. As always, many thanks for joining us. I'm Rameshwar Galbandara. Take care.